All right, y'all. I want you to make sure that you are collecting data from the very beginning. If you are not already collecting data about the usage, traffic, and search engine optimization on your site, let's start today. Google offers some great free tools. Your webmaster may have some other tools that they prefer. I use the Google tools. So you're going to hook up to free measurement tools using Google that'll help you understand your traffic and your search engine optimization. Let's talk about traffic first. So, Google Analytics is a place that you can go to that will help you understand how many people are coming to your site, how long they're spending on your site, and how many people come to your site and don't take any action and then leave. All of these pieces of information are really important to your search engine optimization because Google is watching these numbers and they want to know how useful your site is to the people that come to your site. And they do that by looking at the time on site and the bounce rate, as well as the traffic. So to set up Google Analytics, if you haven't already, and you may want to check with your webmaster, they may have it and you just haven't seen it yet. You're going to go to google.com/analytics. You're going to set it up using the instructions there, and then you're going to verify your ownership and install a little piece of tracking code to the back end of your website. And that will tell Google that it has permission to pull all these numbers from your website. And it will also give Google that little peek in that it needs to get all the other useful metrics that it pulls. Now, Google Analytics will pull a lot more than just the traffic and the bounce rate and the time on site, but those are the three most basics. And so when we are talking, you and I, we're talking webmaster to webmaster, and I'm assuming that I'm talking to people who are using a DIY tool and maybe aren't doing some deep goal conversions and things like that. And so I'm just giving you the basics here. All right. Google Search Console is a different tool. Those two things can speak to each other, but Google Search Console is specifically related to the search terms that are leading traffic to your site. So you're going to go to google.com/webmasters/tools, and then you're going to follow those instructions. Easy peasy. And if you've got analytics already installed, sometimes it can help to verify the site through Google Search Console. And sometimes you have to do a little bit of extra work in order to verify that you own that domain. So just look out for that. Get through it. Send any questions that you've got. I can help you out. All right. So the most useful pieces about Google Search Console are the Performance tab and the URL inspection tab. For us basic beginners that are DIYing our own websites, those are going to be two pieces of information that are super helpful. So here you see the left-hand side of the Google Search Console, and right here you see the Performance tab. And when you go to the Performance tab, what you're going to see is a list of all of the terms that people have found your website under. So all of the terms that Google has used to show your website in that list of search results. So for Coulter Web Pros, that might be web design, website design, search engine optimization. So let's just say those three terms show up. I actually show up for a couple hundred more than that. But let's say those three terms are in the list. And then when you look at the impressions, that's how many times has my website showed up in searches for any of those terms. And so that might be 3,000. And then the number of clicks is how many times did someone see my website listed in a list of search results, and then they clicked on my website. That's what the clicks is. And then your average position is going to average out how many times you showed up in a list of all of those results, and then where in that list did you show up? So how high or low were you on average across all terms in those lists? And then from there, you're able to drill down and get a little bit more specific. So you can look at how well did I perform for a specific term or during a specific date range. And so Google Search Console is great for knowing where you're showing up and how you're showing up. And then this is another screenshot of the left-hand side of the Google Search Console, and you see URL inspection. URL inspection is really great for making sure that specific pages on your site have been seen by Google and that Google understands the words and the content on that page. And so you can type in a specific URL within your website, and the tool will tell you whether or not that site, that web page, is in the index. And then if it's not, you can ask Google to index that page to make sure that it's being listed in search results. Okay, and I'm skipping straight over here to the pro tip. My pro tip is to make sure that you've also got your Google My Business registered and optimized. And I'll tell you why, because the third type of data that you really want to be collecting is these ratings and reviews. So you want to make sure that you are asking at the end of every sale for a rating and review from your customer, because that information is super, super useful to you as a business owner. You always want to be getting that feedback. And so that is my SEO tip number 10. Collect the data, use the data. I'm Kelly Coulter. I've got Coulter Web Pros. Let's get on here. There we go. Coulter Web Pros in Columbia, South Carolina. We serve customers all over the United States. And not only do I serve some big businesses with big websites and big goals, but I also help a lot of small businesses. I've got monthly maintenance packages if you just need somebody to come in and manage things or answer questions every month. Lots of different options. Go to coulterwebpros.com/call and schedule a 20-minute call with me, and let's evaluate working together. I can answer any questions about this series of tips or about working together, whatever you need. I love small business and I am here for you. Looking forward to talking to you soon. Thanks.